Hey guys and gals, how you doing? I'm gonna talk about an anthology horror movie called Grave Intentions, and I'm not gonna spoil anything because it's gonna be a waste of my time to spoil anything. I'm gonna tell you why. If you remember my past movie reviews when it comes to anthology horror, and I don't know if anybody follows my stuff here now, since I re-uploaded everything on this podcast in 2019, and what did I hear about anthology horror movies now lately? There've been a lot of them trying to play it off slick by using short horror movies that came out a few years ago from other directors, and look like they asked them, "Can we borrow your short horror movies to be part of our full length movie as an anthology horror?" So they just take short horror movies from different. You could go on YouTube and check it out from different websites or different parts of YouTube and stitch it together, and that shit is horrible. I hate when anthology horror movies of this era go, not all of them, but I've seen a lot of them playing that slick shit. I hate that crap. And they might add in something new like a wraparound, and in this case that's what they did. They added a wraparound to this. The only thing I'm giving this movie a 1%, like a little love of percentage left, was because I really did highly enjoy the wraparound with the Caribbean woman, that almost like a magical shot, and she talks about intentions and how magic could cause difference and cause and effect, good and evil. And she goes with like talking about spells and tools and magic and spirituality type of things. And she was 100%, like people who wrote the script is 100% accurate on the wraparound. So I did highly enjoy the wraparound because of the educational of the about Wiccan and magic and stuff. Highly enjoyed it. And when she talks about energy, she was on point because everything has an intention. I agree with that philosophy. So the wraparound is really good. I give credit for that, but it's still no excuse at the end of the day. This movie is terrible because of the lazy film making, passing it up as a true anthology horror, and it's really not. I admit the anthology horror segments were good, but they're not original, and that's the major problem I have with it. It's not original. It's not new. A lot of you people crap on the Creepshow Part 3. I'll give Creepshow Part 3 credit. I mean, personally, I enjoyed Creepshow 3 for what it is, but at least it was original segments for that movie, and not only it was a wraparound, it was like a tie-in too. Like each of the segment will have characters from each of the segment, and they're connected to the wraparound, which is like really hard to do these days. And very few anthology horror movies do pull that off. Trick or Treat was probably the last anthology horror movie I know of that did it right, that did it like that. But with that being said, Great Attention, I say the wraparound is worth checking out if you're into like the philosophy of magic and tools and the meaning and the cause and effect. Yeah, definitely check it for the wraparound. But the segments, you can just type each segment on YouTube and you can see the solo version of these short horror movies. Great Attention, I'm very ashamed to say it. It's terrible because of its lazy film making.